For repair today we have this HARLY DAVIDSON. This is of audio amplifier. Maybe this is the model number. This is 76192-98 part number, I think. Let's turn on the unit. And I'm gonna go on this. This is the input capacitors. You hear that sound? Then if you hear in the end of that noise, there is the voices coming from my computer. So let me warm up the capacitor. You can hear in the end of it, if you listen carefully, there is a sound. I can't hear it now. Let's see if the volume is up. Let's change these two capacitors here and see if that's going to fix the input. Change the input capacitors. The one is this line here and this line here. So that's the capacitors. So this side I have the sound, but there is just a little clicking on it. But this side here, I got the sound in the first, but it started clicking, just clicking all over. So let me put something in here. Turn it on. Hear the sound at the first, then it's go little by little. Yeah, so all these capacitors now are changed. Now I'm going to change these two. Then I move to this one. Then I change these little ones here. I do have these little ones. I do have these ones, but I don't have the. But I'm gonna check, see if I can check them from any board. It's making a lot of noise from this side of the speaker. I did change all the capacitors. This is all new caps. And I tested still making the noise. Let me show you. Of the speaker, I'm gonna put the power here.
Before SpaceX, it's been around a lot longer, and yet it's still only doing this suborbital thing. The company's motto is gradatim ferocitor, right? Step by step, ferociously. But their development has sort of taken a different tack. They've started by building very small rocket engines and building up and developing logical experience. The first engines they built were the BE-1, and these are hydrogen peroxide engines.
I'm going to switch to the other speakers. Let me show you the wiring here.
Steam, and it's sort of the first project that a lot of people do when they're looking.
You can hear that noise. So this is the speaker wires. This is the input. This one the speaker wire, and this is the input. And this is the power, the positive here, and the ground, yeah, it's over there. So I'm going to switch the inputs here and the speaker to over there. And let me turn on the power supply. Okay, so when I put the volume all the way up, you can see. You can see the amps is go over 3 amp. When I turn the volume, let's go all the way in 3 amp. There is a shirt somewhere. You can hear the noise. So this is a replacement chip. Is a GDE 1560Q. Is from Philips. Let me replace this one here.
That's on Facebook? Yeah, the picture. I prefer white sand over snow. Oh, I was thinking you talk about that.
So this is the old chip, the old amplifier chip, and this is the new one. The new one is come like this, and you have to bend it to be like this shape. Already cleared the holes from the old solder. Alright, let's test it. Here I put the, I'm using this piece of the metal as a heat sink, and let's test it.
Of SN18 with a thrust puck also being spotted. How crazy is that? The new SN 7.2 test tank was rolled to the pad on Wednesday ahead of its own testing campaign, where it's going to undergo a cryogenic liquid nitrogen test.
It's good,
and
works.
Just like its two predecessors, SN7 and SN 7.1. This is the very first tank to be built using the 3mm stainless steel instead of the current 4mm.
Yeah, no more noise.
That's
That's
drastically
clicking
the dry
noise.
mass of the vehicle. It's going to be interesting to see how that test.
Yeah, before this chip is getting extremely hot.
Tank holds up with the pressure tests. We also had some interesting views after the old Mark I vessel was cut apart. Now this we are looking at here is the inside of the nose section of Mark I with a bunch of COPVs packed in around the outer walls. Such a bizarre looking structure, almost looks like some kind of mad jellyfish. I must admit I had no idea that they had packed all of this into the nose a little over a year ago.
Yeah, the
Now,
chip is
looking at the
getting
quality of all
warm.
of the
That's
welding, it's
normally
quite
for
funny
the
looking
audio,
back to think
but
that
this one was getting
actually
like overheat,
fly,
like
at
getting
least
very
for a
hot.
short amount of time. That was well before the problems to do with pressure
So let me
testing were
test the
even
other
determined
side of the
to
speaker.
be a problem. Mark I, of course, was the very first tank section to get.
So again, we're gonna switch. So let's turn it on.
Clean and affordable solar power. In fact, with today's technology, you can run your entire home for less than what you're already spending through the power company. And the best part, with huge rebates and incentives, you can make the switch to owning electricity without a penny out of your pocket. So if you're ready to start saving $200, $300, even $400 a month on electricity, click the button on this video, see if you and your roof qualify.